Welcome to Aggressively Average, where everything is insignificant and nothing is of any real consequence. Today I want to talk about freelancing. It's what I've been doing for almost 2 years, and it's hard to be your own boss, and it's really hard to stick to a schedule. Those are two things I've never been good at. I've always been really bad at disciplining myself. That's why something as simple as a calorie counting app is just game-changing for me. What I do is, I have a profile on a website called Upwork.com. I'm a video editor, an animator, and a color grader. Basically, I Photoshop videos. The problem is that every day I have to apply for jobs, respond to messages, set up meetings, all that stuff. And that would be fine if I was incredibly successful and had to field offers all the time, but I'm not. August of 2016 is one of the hardest months I've had in a really long time, and I've taken to doing all kinds of other stuff to distract me from how freakishly dangerous my current situation is. I'm kind of on a cliff right now. All of that leads me to what happened a few minutes before I set up this camera. I had a Skype meeting with a potential client, and everything's looking great, but he asks me questions like, when can you have this done by? And as soon as we start talking about what kind of delivery time I need to set up or what will be my responsibility, I get really nervous, and I'm not sure why, because I'm really good at what I do, but I'm also terrified of screwing it up, because Upwork is a brutal system. One example is that I used to be 100% successful on everything I did on that website, and then recently my percentage dropped because I had an inactive job for a little too long. All that happened was that the client didn't need me for 3 months, and apparently that means I'm less successful as a freelancer. It's rough and it's unfair, and it's put me in a really precarious position because I'm getting less job invitations now. I'm not trying to bitch and I'm not trying to put down Upwork. It's a fantastic system and it lets me work from home. But that is a little harsh, especially considering I didn't know about it. If I'd known that an inactive contract means I'm going to lose points on my job success score, I obviously would have closed the contract long ago, or never would have taken it out. So now everything's a little scary, and I don't know what direction I should be taking. Anyway, scary shit aside, I'm making good progress on my first webcomic. My blog is up and running, and I'm hoping to integrate blogging, vlogging, and drawing comics as a way of keeping me centered while I tackle my work life as a separate entity. The problem with working from home is that I sit in front of my computer, which is in my bedroom, do my work, and then go to bed. And then the next morning I get up and do the same thing. It feels like an unhealthy system. It feels like I need to have something separate from that to have me sit in front of my computer or sit anywhere and just do something else. Anyway, that's your dose of average for the day. I'll see you tomorrow.